Hey folks, gonna go do some fishing today. Been telling you guys a lot about this product right here. It's a Gulp Alive twister tail with a 32nd ounce jig head, split shot up the line about 6 inches, and then I'm just using a small little float. You don't have to use anything this small, it's just my preference. Let's see if we can get a couple fish today. All crappies basically moved up here in the shallows. We've been doing good down here, but it's all over town. It's not just one spot or another. Let's see. Might have to wake them up a little bit. All I'm doing is just jigging it in slowly. Just adding a little action to it. Be out a little bit farther here. There we go. Second cast. Nice little crappie. Kind of looks like a female full of eggs right now. There we go. Yep, looks like a female. Got a little egg pouch going on her and stuff. That being said, when they're spawning, guys, no problem taking what you guys need. But, you know, how about we save some resources and just take what we need. We don't need to keep every fish just to show that we can catch a limit. And that's all I've been doing is, you know, when I want fish, I know they should be here. Just don't want to see these nice crappies get fished out, especially when they're biting like this. And in return, I'm going to do my best to put you guys on fish. That one smacked her pretty good, almost knocked her right off the hook. Rethread this on. See if I can get a couple more fish out of it. Because like you guys, I'm on a budget. And I want to get the best bang for my buck. So just flip it over and we'll probably get a couple fish out of that little gulp. There we go. That should be a good spot. There we go. Looks like another little crappie. Might be a little bit smaller one. So a little guy, maybe he's probably 8.5. Got me all tangled up, and he pretty much shot that tail. So I'm going to switch tails here quick. Back down on my rock here. And this is what we were using here, guys. This little Gulp Alive. It's a little jigging minnow. Finding right now, it doesn't really matter what shape really matters you're using. It all works. But I've been sticking to the fish fry and these little jigging tails. And I have to give credit to Tom at the shop. He came up with this idea, I think 3 years ago. Don't tell him that I told you guys. Don't want to give him too much credit. Give him a big head. But it just goes to show, try some new stuff and everything. Every once in a while something works. And Tom's pretty good at doing that. There we go. Might be a little bit better one. Cool. This one's probably, like I said, we're still got a little bit smaller size class, but we're talking probably 9.5 on this one. I have some humongous hands, so it doesn't do any justice, but let's get that one back in there. So we'll get those back in there for you guys. There we go. Look, another probably about 9-incher, 9.5. Somewhere in there. This one has a little bit of green stuff to go with it. Couple more fish, guys, and then I better get to the shop and start getting stuff ready for opening. There we got one. Just a little guy. Little guy with a big old belly. There we got another one. Oh, this one feels better. Oh, that's a chunky. And that one's over 10. Once again, I have some monstrous hands, so of course. Throw that one back. Like I said, I get enjoyment out of fishing, don't need to keep fish. There's a little guy. Now they're firing up for you guys. It's great to get your kids out here. Minnows also work, waxies, flues, but method of choice today, just using that gulp. Let's see if we can get a couple more fish off of this one. It's getting down there. I know you guys probably can't see my bobber. I can barely see it myself. All I'm doing is kind of watching just barely see it, and it takes off to one side. So it kind of gives me an idea that there's probably more fish in that same area if they're just grabbing it and running with it, trying to keep it away from their buddies. Well, I don't know if this poor little bait has anything left to give. We'll try it one more time. Try to thread her on there nice. No, she might have a couple more in her. That one got off. Alright folks, so here's what we've been using. If you've been in the shop lately, you've probably heard us talking about it. No, it's not a gimmick. We've been using this Gulp Alive, and we are catching a couple crappies over the 10-inch mark. This one's probably, oh, I have big hands, probably 9.5, maybe that 10-inch mark. Seems like a female up here spawning. Throw her back. But this is what we're using, guys. We're just simply using a little Gulp Alive grub tail with one of these 32nd or 64th ounce heads, split shot up about 6 inches, and one of these just light bobbers up about 2 foot overall. It's been dynamite lately. I gotta give credit to Tom. He came up with this little deal about 3 years ago, and we've been using it since, and it works fantastic. If I'm catching fish, that means it has to work. And it's not just here, it's anywhere in town. All the crappies moved up in the shallows. The 3 inches of rain this week sure didn't help things. But overall, it's good to see the lakes up at a decent level. another one there. This one wants to run out there. Oh, just a baby. The other day we were catching a bunch of bluegills out here on that stuff. Hitting the same thing. We normally catch a lot of catfish on it. Don't know why the catfish are hitting such a small jig, but they do. Well guys, with that one, I think we're pretty much done. I know I caught well over what would be considered my limit. But you can get these nice, I'd say this one's probably a 10 pluser. If you sort through them, you guys can get your limit of nice healthy crappies. Throw that one back, and you guys have a great week.